So I'm doing a tutorial, excuse me, on how I make my lasagna, since it's pretty much the best thing I know how to make. So I'm just gonna show y'all like the ingredients and how I do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this pot we got the lasagna noodles, and I got some vegetable oil in there so the noodles don't stick. And then in this pot, you got a close up on this button?
I can see.
Well, anyways, in this pot I got some, you call these pola? That's how they spell it? How they pronounce it?
Polar sauce.
Yeah, well, it's made with pork, polska, pola, polska sausages, Hillshire Farm. It's made with pork, turkey, and beef. So I got some of this cut up in there. Then I got these pepperonis in there. And then here, you zoom in on this. I got 1 cup, so y'all can see. I got 1 cup of sour cream and 1 cup of ricotta cheese and 3 eggs, and we just stir this up. This is like that paste that you put on top of the noodles. Well, I put it on top of my meat. I'm gonna show y'all when my noodles done. So you can stir this up. And this is just that little paste that be in the lasagna when you put it in tin foil. So yeah. Mix this all up and get the bubbles and stuff on there. So when this is done, which these noodles is almost done, let's stir this up. I'm gonna put it in these tin foils, and then I'm gonna show y'all how I put it in here. You just gotta wait for this to finish. This is like my best meal. Like pretty much the only thing I really know how to cook that actually be edible. Yeah. So this meat really done. And I'm gonna turn these noodles off because you don't want the noodles to cook all the way, because they still gotta go in the oven. Don't think I'm a chef, because I'm not. I gotta break this up. Okay. So now that's done, turn this off. I'm gonna pour 2 cans of pasta sauce, traditional, and then garlic herb. And the only reason why I got the garlic and herb is because, don't record me. The only reason why I really got that was because I was getting a cheese with garlic Texas toast.
Look in there, I got
you.
Record.
Yeah, I just poured the garlic and herb tomato sauce in here. So, getting that all tomatoey. This is so fattening, but it's so good. And this is something that usually lasts us a long time though, because it's just 2 of us that's eating it. So it usually lasts a good amount of time. But it don't really last that long because it be so good, we just be smashing it. Okay, so now that that's in there, I'm gonna show you how I
layer it.
Yeah. So what I do is, these noodles are really hot. I advise y'all to like rinse them off with cool water, but I don't want to. So what I'm doing is, you see that, baby? I'm taking the noodles. I'm gonna rinse this off because it's kind of cold. It's too cold.
Too hot?
Yeah, hot. Yeah, it's way too hot for me. And I'm gonna make 2 of them because I usually just make 1 big lasagna, but because we couldn't find, they didn't have, for some reason, Walmart didn't have the big lasagna pans anymore. Okay, so I got 1 layer. I got 1 layer down. So I don't know why I put this in the sink.
So how long do it take to cook once you done everything?
I don't know. Like 20. I don't know. I just check it. So I'm just gonna put this on here. I should use this bigger spoon, but I just want to make sure it's neat and pretty. So what I'm doing is I'm just covering this last. I just burnt myself. I'm just covering the whole bottom sheet up with this.
You cheesing every layer?
Yes, I cheese every layer. I'm gonna show you how I do it. I'm gonna use this one because they got the little. It's so it's like. So now that I got the bottom covered, this is when I pour my little paste over it. And I just pour it all over this. And it's just to give it that little, I don't know what kind of taste it gives, but it's supposed to be on there. And then I'm just going ahead and cover that all around like that. I don't even remember the last time I made lasagna. I'm trying to sound like people who usually do tutorials and stuff. We're just gonna do this and then, okay, so once after you put your thing, that's what I sound like. Okay, so now that this, so I got that on, I'm gonna use some mild cheddar. Just cut it. Then I'm going to fill this layer up with cheese. If y'all want something healthy, this is not the meal for you. So that's the first layer. I'm gonna do 2 layers. I usually do 3 layers, but because we got the smaller pans, I'm just gonna do 2 layers. What I'm gonna do, 2 pans. I'm just gonna do 2 pans. This water didn't got all hot. It didn't even cold anymore. So this is my second layer. So what did you? So pretty much you just do the same thing over the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well this is the. Make sure those want. Had to make sure them boys want hot. So this is the first one that I did, and this one is 2 layers, and then this is the second one when this is only 1 layer. And the second one, what kind of cheese is it? I think, okay, this one I use the Mexican style cheese, which is this one. And then the first one, I think I told y'all, I used the mild cheddar, whatever. So this oven should be heated already. What? It feels good. So I'm gonna put these in there. Can I put these in there? Are these one oven? No? Okay. These can't sit on their oven, can they? They can? I'm scared. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm just gonna put these 2 in there. And then after like 20 minutes of those being in there, I'm gonna put the the breadsticks in there, because these don't take that long to cook. It said these would be ready in 5 minutes. So I'm putting them in after that. So that is how I make my lasagna. So I hope y'all learned, because it's real easy. Pretty much all you do is put the ricotta cheese and sour cream in there, 3 eggs, stir it up, cook your hamburger meat or your ground beef, whatever. Then season it. You don't have to put the pepperoni and the sausages in there, but that's how my mama make it, so that's how I made it. And yeah, that's it. Then you layer it. You cook your noodles. Make sure you put some oil in the noodles so they won't stick together. Just layer it out. Put the meat, the paste, the cheese, noodle, meat. So simple.